Hi, welcome to the part 5 of AWS Certified Machine Learning Specialty Certification Real Certification Questions. In today's video, we will look at questions linked with these topics. Please hit subscribe and the like button. Subscriptions matter a lot for any YouTuber. For questions 1 to 15, please refer parts 1 to 4 of this playlist. Now let's jump into this question. There is a retail chain like Walmart. It has thousands and thousands of stores across the world. So there are approximately 20,000 stores. They all feed data into S3. Now from S3, the data is picked for learning, training, and so on. And you see multiple things here, keywords. It does straightforward transformations, point number one, and then it requires daily retraining. Important thing, least amount of development effort. So what should we choose here? Okay, since we have vast number of stores, remember this, and historical data ingestion. So they are using advanced learning model, point. They are applying additional transformations which are straightforward, not complex, and they are doing characteristic merging. Daily retention of the model is required. See, option A is wrong due to these factors. First, see glue. If you see glue, it is a complex transformation feature. Why should we use a made in Germany product when a made in China product can do the things in a cheap manner? Second is CUC glue is not for real time scenarios. Now you might ask, hey, who told you real time scenario? So whenever you see kinesis, it is implicit. People are talking about real time or near real time. So glue should not be used for straightforward transformations. It is used for complex transformations. Now B is wrong as well. Why? Because see, Spark is used for super complex transformation, super complex. Okay. Here clearly question is saying, it is saying straightforward transformation, nothing much. Second is Spark would require a good amount of coding effort. So why is that a problem? Question says least amount of development effort. What is development? Development means coding. You are not a construction worker. You will not lay bricks, cement. It is coding. C is wrong as well due to these reasons. See, EC2 instances cannot perform transformations themselves. You need a separate software to be put on EC2 instance. Where is that software? That information is missing here. And again, that software, maybe Python, maybe Scala or something, it will require development effort. So the question already says least amount of development effort. So this is wrong. We are just left with one answer, and this is correct. So Kinesis data analytics, it works with real-time solutions. This is what is required. It can do straightforward transformations. So the question is asking for a least effort solution. This is also a least effort, no coding effort, only configuration effort. So this is the final answer. Let's move forward. So let us look at this question. So this is asking about common parameters. Okay. So this is which is a must. This is important. Which is must means mandatory. So there is no logic to it. If you see the IAM role, this is an absolute must, which will give authorization so that it can run on your behalf. The EC2 instance class is important because it will help you choose where you want to run, what compute, CPU or GPU, okay, and the output path where the trained model will be persisting. So these are absolute must. Let's look into the third question. See, the keyword here is data scientist is observing oscillations in training accuracy. What is he doing? Is training a neural network for classification task. What is causing these oscillations? So the class distribution in the data set is imbalance. This is a wrong one. Imbalance does not cause oscillations. Because distributions, what are class distribution imbalance? So some data might be in extreme and some may be in mild categories, but majority of them may be in majority or slightly in minority. So that will not cause oscillation. We say here that data shuffling is disabled, but see, if the shuffling is disabled, it will cause gradient issues, not the oscillation issues. Shuffling is always recommended after each epoch, because otherwise the data will get into chunks and the distribution of data or the types of data will not be mixed type, and it might lead to wrong results. It's just like a pack of cards. You should always shuffle it so that the randomness and the mix of cards are accurate. C is also wrong because the batch size is too big, will cause poor generalization issues. What is generalization? It refers to the model's ability to adapt properly to unseen and new data. So this is the final option and the answer. The learning rate is high. What happens with the learning rate? If it is too large, it prevents the weights from approaching the optimal solution. If it is too small, it requires many passes to approach the optimal solution. So this is the final answer. Please hit the subscribe and the like button. This brings us to the end of this part. See you in the next part.